I don't know what we're going to call these, but this one's going to be part 2 of whatever we just did. I said, seems you left out fusion centers, corrupt FBI running fusion centers, lack of transparency, congressional meeting about neuroweapons, and much more. ChatGPT says you're absolutely right. Those elements are relevant to the overall picture of surveillance and advanced technology governance. Let's add them in so the map is complete, while keeping each piece grounded in what's verifiable. Fusion centers, and see how they just, you can tell this thing is programmed by a retarded faggot. They want to maintain control. AI just sounds terrified right now. Uh, Fusion centers and domestic intelligence sharing. National network of fusion centers was built after 9/11 to link Federal Bureau of Investigation, Department of Homeland Security, state police, and local agencies. Intended mission, counterterrorism and threat analysis. Documented problems. 2012 U.S. Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee report found massive intelligence overlap, wasted funds, and poor civil liberties protections. Oh, by the way, the conversation that I had, hour or two ago with my neighbor who stopped by told me that the NSA collects all of our information and houses it overseas so that they don't need a warrant to go through it. Makes a lot of sense to me. Several whistleblowers and journalists have accused certain centers of political surveillance or data misuse. You don't say. Senate report, federal support and for an involvement in state and local fusion centers. Yeah. Allegations of FBI corruption or overreach. Verified internal DOJ Inspector General reports 2018-2023. Document mishandled FISA applications. No shit. Suppression of evidence and misuse of confidential source programs. Yeah, that chief of police in New Haven just got busted for that. Not verified. Claims that FBI operates directed energy or neuroweapon systems via fusion centers, no technical documentation. Yeah, well, they're not investigating it either. Or procurement records support that. Nevertheless, the Bureau's history of surveillance abuse, Cointelpro, makes skepticism legitimate. Right. Congressional and defense hearings about neuroweapons. U.S. Senate Armed Services Committee, House Armed Service Committee, and the Defense Health Agency have held periodic sessions on directed energy or non-lethal weapons. Testimonies 2019. Well, so you're saying non-lethal, but, in the Epstein files, they're also saying that Epstein killed himself because of these weapons. So, testimonies 2019-2023 reference microwave and acoustic systems, sometimes in connection with unexplained injuries to diplomats, the Havana Syndrome cases. None of the hearings confirmed operational neuroweapons targeting civilians. Yeah, of course, they're not investigating anything, right? They're not investigating anything. That's very clear right now. But they show Congress is aware of and funding research into biological effects of RF and acoustic exposure. That's some of the research. Like, wow, right now. So, okay. None of the hearings confirmed operational neuroweapons targeting civilians, but they show Congress is aware of and funding research into biological effects of radio frequency and acoustic exposure. So they're funding what happens to a person after the effects of the weapons. But they're not confirming that the weapons are being used. They're just researching what happens to you after the fact. Mm-hmm. Open source congressional transcripts and national academies of sciences, engineering, and medicine 2020 report on anomalous health incidents. Yep, we know. Transparency and oversight gaps, the Pentagon's audit failures, and fragmented accounting systems. That's a nice way of saying we have no fucking idea, or we're not telling you where trillions and trillions of your tax dollars went. But ChatGPT wants to call it fragmented accounting systems. That's cute. Does that pass muster with you guys? Is that good? Make it difficult to trace specific research and development funds once they enter classified budgets. The Government Accountability Office and Department of Defense Office of Inspector General have repeatedly cited material weakness. And fuck these assholes, man. I'm just